Hello guys, welcome to my channel Splunk in 5 minutes. So today we are going to discuss one interesting command function usage from the Splunk, which is the eval-if. So here is the outline of today's discussion. First we'll understand the eval-if expression, then its syntax, and of course in the end we are going to see its usage. So understanding this expression, so before that we should know some important points about the eval. So eval is a command and it will create a new field in your events by using the existing fields. So it will, second point, it will calculate the expression and puts the value into the specified field. The specified field is the field which you give to the eval. As you see on the screen, you will see one example I have written here, like eval, and the field name which you give, either you can use the existing field and a new field, and equal to some expression. So these expressions can be mathematical, string, and boolean expressions, and the result of this expression will be returned into your the field name which you specify after the eval. So moving to the syntax. So syntax is quite simple. So we can use the if with the eval command, and if you understand it step by step, so eval is the command, as I said. Then it's the returning field name. You can give any field name which you want, or you can use the existing field name. But remember that if you give the existing field name, the value of your expression, the result of your expression will get overwrite in the existing field name. And if is the function, we call it a function in Splunk, and then there are three arguments. So if you see, it exactly works like our traditional if else statement. It means if the result of x is true, if expression x is true, then it will return y. If the expression x is false, then it will return as a z. So it's very interesting, and we'll see in demo how we can use this eval if expression. So I'm logged into my Splunk instance, and in the search and reporting app I have written one simple query. I have created one table with two fields, the time and the status field from the internal index. You can see it is present in the field events section as well. So here what we can do, just to understand the usage of our eval if expression, depending on status we can write some message or put some condition in the if, so that we can see our new field in this table. So I'll just write down here eval, and you can see it's my new field message. For example, it's a custom field, and you can write the if statement. So it is a field status which I'm using. So if status equal to for example 200, then I want to print something, for example I'm okay. And if it is status is not equal to 200, then I would write I'm not okay. So I will add this resulting field into the table, and I'll just search it again. So if you see, if the status is 200, then I'm okay. If status is not 200, it means except the 200 whatever comes into status field, then you will see the I'm not okay message. So I'll just sort it out, and we can see if it is 400, then I'm not okay message is getting appeared. The new field we can see here, and I think just for the 200 we can see I'm okay, as you can see. So the same field should appear in your event as well. So we'll go to the event section, and we'll see that if you see here the my new field message, this field has been added into your events with two values. One is I'm okay and I'm not okay, and you can see the count of it. So if you like this video, please do like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching the video.